Okay, Tom Green. Remember him? He used to be big. He used to be on MTV. He used to be married to Drew Barrymore. Used to be big. Now, now, then he became a nomad. Yeah. Anyway, we got some interesting information about Tom. He says, yeah, he is returning to Canada and will be broadcasting, creating from my new place in the wilderness. That's what he says. It's going to be an adventure. He said he hasn't had so much fun, but he said, I suppose I have had so much fun traveling the remote regions of the USA in my van this year that it has reminded me of what is important. I love being close to nature and close to family, so he found a woodland property near his family in Ontario there, and he will be relocating there permanently starting right now. Anyway, so he does have a video up, and he's talking about what all this stuff is about and all that, and he's going to be introducing us to his new home base. And he hopes that we will all embark together on many adventures in his van and his canoe and more. So he has relocated from Los Angeles. He sold his house, big fancy house there in the hills of Hollywood or whatever. And so Tom Green is back, returning to his roots in Canada. Hey, I think that's cool. I really think that's cool. The thing is, too, Tom was traveling in Utah there, and I guess parts of Arizona and stuff like that, where we do see a lot of other nomads, And yeah, he did do some beautiful places in Utah down around Zion and stuff like that. But, it is, I think we need more people from Canada in the mix of nomads. And I don't mean British Columbia. I do mean in places like Ontario and stuff. That's just there are a number of courtage channels where guys go out with their canoes, and it's a beautiful area up there in Canada. Now, yeah, the winters are kind of long and cold and dismal, but hey, if you're into that kind of weather, I don't know. But okay, all our best to Tom. He's got 287,000 subscribers, so it's not like. Is that the same thing as 287,000 people watching you on YouTube? I mean, on MTV? I didn't know, man. I didn't know. What a mysterious man, Mr. Line Screw One there, Andrew. He did a nice live chat last night talking about... wait, where is it? Still here? Is it still here? There it is. Yeah, there it is. It's still up. 1 hour and 24 minutes and 29 seconds. Ooh. See, I'm good for about an hour and a half on live streams, okay? And so I guess when you get to be our age, an hour and a half is pretty much it. Good video there. Check it out. Ask a stupid question and get a silly answer. Ha! I was there. I actually showed up. I showed up on the chat there, and a lot of cool people there. He has, he does have a lot of the same people watching his channel that watch my channel. I noticed quite a lot of similarities there. But he's still up there in British Columbia doing his camping and all that, and he found a place where he had some decent Wi-Fi, so he did a little live stream last night, and everybody was wondering if it was the real me, Camo Dave, and I was answering questions, and he said, people were throwing him some bucks on Super Chat, and he really said, please don't, I'm fine, please don't do that. You see that on the regular car guys there, up there in Pennsylvania. They will do live chats, and they put up a big sign, please don't send, or please no more Super Chats, and then it actually increases the Super Chat. So I'll have to do a live stream where I say, oh man, I got some gook in my eye this morning after. You ever do that when you wake up and there's gook in your eyes, and every time you blink, it's like, oh, fuzzed up. Anyway, sorry about that. New one from Dave 2D, painting stream. Okay. Line Screw had a couple comments about Dave 2D last night. He did. He said, Dave's a very smart guy, very funny guy, but he needs to start figuring out a way to make his own money and not have to rely on YouTube, which was a very good point. I also asked Line Screw One about Van City van life, and he just kind of said, he just kind of said, the guy and I don't agree on politics. That was, I think, what he said, and I don't know. Yeah, he didn't go like, wow, he's the greatest nomad ever. Guess what happens when you when it's raining all the time. You know, a lot of these folks are up there in Wisconsin and going up there to Upper Peninsula, Michigan to go visit Dave 2D. No, they're not. Maybe they should. Maybe they should. Maybe Dave 2D should show up at the, there's a schooly event there coming up in Michigan real soon. Maybe Dave 2D should show up at that and say hi to everybody and meet all the different nomads. I don't know. But anyway, what's this Carolyn? Not that Carolyn. And not that Carolyn either. It's RV Rebel Girl Carolyn. She is up there and she is doing a lot of cooking. It's kind of yucky weather. And she talks about ketosis. You know, a lot of these nomads are losing weight using the keto diet, and you got to watch out because you don't want to go into ketosis, which is not good, and you have to get these feta chunk. There's a certain lady in Georgia that hates feta cheese. What? How can that be? Anyways, you get these keto strips, you pee on them, and then you check the color and see whether you're in ketosis or not, and whether you need to strip, whether you need to scale back your diet in terms of the keto stuff. I don't know, man. The Camo Dave diet is just eat all the food you like, just cut way back on it. You know, just eat less. That's the Camo Dave diet. Eat the same crap you like to eat, but just eat less. Get it? Okay, Rosie O'Kelly, she has gone down to Mexico with some buddies, and she was in Mexico City, and then she went to Acapulco, and then I think she said she flew back to Mexico City, and then she got real sick. Really sick. I mean, really sick. Run into the bathroom, really sick. And anyway, she's not quite sure what it is. She thinks it's food poisoning, but who knows? It could be a virus of some sort. She's just not feeling well, and you know, she was so anyway, interesting video. Check it out. And it is also, you know, hey, when you're a traveler and you're going to all these crazy places, the food doesn't agree with you, the water doesn't agree with you. I noticed that when I went to Vegas a couple years ago. Don't drink the water in Vegas. Please don't drink their tap water. If you're not used to it, it is nasty and it will make you not feel well. A lot of places are like that. Don't drink the tap water in Orlando either, because it's like sulfur, yicky. Ugh. Bottled water, especially if you're in Mexico. Bottled water, whatever. And she said she actually. She was real dehydrated. It was early in the morning. She didn't want to drink the tap water, so she found a little bottle of wine. And I don't know if that's good to drink when you're running to the bathroom every 5 minutes. But Rosie's, so anyway, she's, I guess, putting up some other videos about Acapulco because she was down there. But she has time to edit and do some other stuff. But let's all say our prayers for Rosie and hope she's feeling better. All right, there's Lefty, the pit bull there. Dave's big companion, the main companion there. Dave's really broken up. I mean, he's really broken up. The ambulance man, he's up there in New York getting his the ambulance all fixed up. You know, there's a lot of work to do on it. He fell the other day and really hurt his ribs and stuff, and then he takes Lefty out to a school playground area, and the Lefty runs up in the woods, and what is that? Always keep popping up. Well, he goes to, and Lefty injures his paw. Really sore. Lefty can hardly walk on it. They get back to the house. So Dave takes him over to the vet yesterday, and they say they need to sedate the doggy because the doggy is very hurt and does not want anyone to come near the paw, so they have to sedate poor Lefty, and then they gotta dig into the paw there, and they said it was quite a deep and bigger cut than what it appeared, and so Dave has to go back and pick up Lefty from the vet, and poor old Lefty is still very groggy from the anesthesia that they gave him or whatever. So anyway, poor Lefty. The thing is, Dave is really beat up over this. He feels really bad and guilty because, yeah, hey, just let the dog go out on a run. You know, no, he didn't do anything bad. He just let the dog out, but the dog stepped on a piece of glass or something, or the nail or something that was there. And you know, hey, but Lefty is his buddy, his true, you know, really, you know, again, you say, hey, it's just a pet. But you see these nomads especially, and they really bond with their pets, you know. It was like Living Free Mike and Sober, the dog, after Sober passed away. I mean, you know, Mike is really, really like, you know, his best buddy ever in the whole wide world passed away. And hey, that's cool, you know, that's a cool kind of bond, you know. It really is. And, you know, Dave obviously has a really... you know, primo bond with Lefty there, and looks like Lefty's going to be fine, but Dave's really shaken up here, and you know, and then of course the vet bill is, you know, that also kind of is a kick in the teeth too, isn't it? But you got to realize if you have a dog, you know, those vets are expensive. Anyway, check out the Campulance Man. We got 3 videos on Lefty there, and so Lefty seems to be doing better. I'm sure we'll get an update today, and I can't wait to see it. And we'll break into your regular programming with the latest update on Lefty's paw. A while back, Slim Potato Head put up a video he wanted to get you know, the air over his SUV was hitting his trailer and causing his mileage to not be so good, gas mileage. So he wanted to get an air brakey thing or whatever up there to divert the air away from the trailer, and he found out that he could, you know, use an old snowboard and use that. And so he is giving us an update on whether that saved him any money in terms of the gas. I don't know. Anyway, Matty Van Halen checking in there. Again, he's hunkered down there in Nashville, Tennessee, waiting to... see the status of his various, he's got a bunch of things going on with his jobby poo and house sitting and stuff. So the update from him, we got, a new one from Traveling K down there in New Zealand. She had a baby the other day, and she said she was going to take some time off, and there she is with her other half. I guess they're married. I don't know. I'm always confused because, you know, hey, it's the modern world, and you don't always have to be married. So you don't want to say husband if he's not a husband. He's her spouse. No, he's her. I guess he's her friend, right? He's her husband. He's her. I don't know. What is the word? You know, companion. You know. But anyway, the baby daddy. I don't know. Anyway, they are continuing their work on building out their little compound there in New Zealand. They've got water tanks and little you know, houses. It's kind of looking like Kay. You know, her name is Kay, so we're going to call it K-Land. You know, maybe they should make a licensing agreement with Aja, and they could call it Panda Land New Zealand. Why don't we? You know what Panda ought to do? Aja, she ought to license out the term Panda Land, and we could have Panda Lands all over the place. We could have Panda Land. Panda Land North, Panda Land Arizona, Panda Land Ohio, Panda Land New Zealand. I don't know. Anyway, so anyway, good video here from Traveling K. She doesn't look too happy there. She's smiling, but they're building up all the anyway, the area there. So anyway, good stuff from Traveling K. Montana Dana's hanging out with the cows, and I guess that should do it. We got Black Bigelow up there in the New Jersey area. He got dissed by a YouTube female subscriber. Oh, poor Lamont. Whoa. All right, everybody. That ought to do it for a, what is today? I don't know what the date is. I don't care what the date is. The 20th of July, 2021. Thank you so much for watching. I'll have more for you later. Vlog under.